Why are black people saying this is not our fight making you upset? I've seen video after video from Latino creators or Latino people coming online pleading to black people to put our bodies at the forefront of this fight against illegal ICE raids, against deportation, against roundups, against undocumented people being rounded up and families being disjointed. But there's several reasons as to why you should not be shocked that black people are sitting this one out. You guys all remember that this is a subset of your community last year. You're also aware that across the board, overwhelmingly black people voted in favor of the candidate that had black interests, Latino interests, Asian interests at heart. Where if you look at the sentiments of what that vote represents, half of your community voted for this. Half of your community said F you to black people. Half of your community said we don't care about you. Half of your community said you wanted to be white aligning and white adjacent, and now you're being reminded of the fact that you're not. We have to have the ability to hold multiple truths when we speak to each other as communities. The truth is that Latinos are not in a monolith. It's just an all-encompassing umbrella that they put you under, and that yes, the majority of the people that voted for Donald Trump and were doing that were Cuban and were other people in different parts of the country, and undocumented people in Mexico, in California are being impacted by that. That is true. But what's also true is that there is a history of black people fighting and being at the forefront of civil rights in this country since the inception of civil rights in this country. And it's always been pushback and non-solidarity from multiple communities who are voting and always going against black people. So this particular time when black women especially really came out in droves and really fought for it with our votes, and you guys didn't do it, your community didn't do it. It's like, why would I fight now? Why would I fight now? So I just need you, like, if you're gonna come online and make pleas and ploys to black people, because I've seen so many videos, start by acknowledging the fact that your community has colorism, anti-blackness, and voted against your own best self-interest. Start with that. Don't come in here and ask black people just to put our bodies at the forefront of the line, because we've been doing that for a century. Secondly, I think the majority of black people who are saying that they're sitting this one out are using their voice in other ways or having solidarity with you in other ways, but they're not going to protest. They're not going to go get hit by rubber bullets. They're not going to put themselves in harm's way or make that effort again, because you guys, it's time for you to fight for yourself. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense for you. Now, there's also a bunch of black people online who are asking black people to come out and fight for everyone, and everyone needs to fight, and this is our fight as well. While I do agree with a lot of those sentiments, because if they're doing it to brown citizens, they can do it to black citizens, and they can use the Congo and Haiti as an excuse to just racially profile all of us. That's very true. But you have to stop telling black people to put themselves on the line when black people are exhausted. Black people are exhausted. Black people have done so much for all communities in this country. At a certain point, there has to be a time where they need to rest. And right now, a bunch of people are resting, and that's fine. But there will always be people in our community who fight. Like, I'm using my voice every fucking day on this app. I've made an update about every single thing going on with ICE raids, locations, where they are, what's happening with Trump. I do it every day on my social page, and it's exhausting. Like, I'm actually exhausted. Today I put up like 10 posts. I'm exhausted, but I'm doing it because I know my voice has reach, and I know that people need to hear it. And that's my personal choice. I'm not doing it because I feel obligated, so stop trying to make people feel obligated to put themselves on the line again. I say that to say, it's a lot of fucked up shit happening in this country. I know that people and families, I was in tears last night seeing people self-deport themselves and people getting rounded up, grandfathers and grandmothers and abuelitas getting taken away, who are the people who are the fabric of this city in LA. But I just know that it doesn't end here, and there are black people on that list. There are black countries on that list. There are black countries on that list, and I'll say that to you again. There are black countries on that list.
Hey guys, welcome back to Afro Judy. Thank you so much for tuning in. I honestly appreciate your support. The Black folks are not joining Latinos in the protest and they're sitting this one out. But right now, some of the Black folks are even mad at each other. The reason as to why they're saying that this is not their fight and he said they should join the Latinos in the protest. Let's talk about it. So, I watched several videos of the Black Fox trying to defend each other that actually we should not be joining them in the protest because we tried to warn them last year, but they never listened. They just went ahead and voted for him in. But other Black Fox again are saying that we should join them because we never know that after the Latinos, we might be the next. And again, to my surprise, there is this Asian man who said that they are so much okay with the deportation going on in the United States and they are not willing to join the Latinos in the protest. So, it's 50-50. Anyway, guys, kindly give the video a thumbs up and let's dive in.
Black people, we need to start giving these folks their energy back. The killing them with kindness, the doing right by people who are doing wrong by you, it hasn't worked. It's never worked. And not only has it not worked, but it's created a sense of entitlement in these fuckers think that they're entitled to our free ass labor and our bodies being put on the line. It's not in our nature. Culturally, Black people throughout the whole entire diaspora on the continent, culturally, we are taught to treat people right, full stop. Not treat people right because you think they can do something for you. Not treat people right because they're higher than you in the social hierarchy. Treat people right because that's just the way you're supposed to behave. And we keep approaching everybody else in the world like that, but they're not giving us that same energy back. The nicer we treat them, the worse and worse they treat us. They see our kindness and they take it for weakness. They take it for stupidity. They take it as something to be taken advantage of. We need to give them the same disdainful energy that they constantly give us. They're evil and racist and disrespectful and nasty as fucks. Give it right the back. These folks only respect when you give them their same fucking energy back. They are not on a vibrational frequency to understand and to respect humanity, human basic kindness and respect. They don't have that vibrational frequency inside of them. They've beaten that out of themselves for generations in an aspiration to be white. This is why they're losing their minds now that we Black people have said we're gonna mind business and stay out of their business and stay off the fucking streets. That's why they're losing their minds, because they believe that they are entitled to our free labor. They believe that Black people were created to serve them. They believe we were created to serve them so much so that they don't even have to give us an ounce of respect while demanding that servitude. Because it's just what it's supposed to be in their racist, anti-Black, disgusting, dirty, rotten, cancer-infected fucking minds. Killing them with kindness doesn't work. Showing them godliness doesn't work. Showing them how to treat each other like decent human beings doesn't work. Give them their nasty energy back.
I'll say this, right? I'm a nobody, but it's like I've been seeing so many people asking Asian creators to speak up about the whole riots in LA and all these deportation things. This is something that a lot of people don't understand. Asian people, we support the country. We support the betterment of the country. We support that. So what is there to say? What is there to say? We support the deportations of illegals. It is honestly tiring, because here's the thing. We want the country to be better. We want the country to be better. We want the country to, if you did it legally, if you stand in line, if you paid the price, right? You paid the money and all that, you did all the process, the paperwork, all the stuff, which usually most Asian people do. Why would we care about someone jumping in line, crossing the border and all this stuff? Why should we, be happy about that? We're not really, this is the thing where we're not really dependent. Asian people aren't really dependent on, migrant labor, right? Not like other people. We're not really dependent on migrant labor. So we're not going to cry that the U.S. is pretty much backing what they promised. The U.S. promised, or this presidency promised that they would deport illegal immigrants. They're doing that. Why are you crying? Why are you crying about it? This is the thing where, you see it like these immigrants are waving the flags of other countries, burning down the flag of the U.S., and then you think Asian people want to support that? No, they want to stay away from that. They don't want to be grouped in with these people. That's the thing. Asian people want to, focus on themselves and their community and their country. They don't want to be grouped in with these people. So really, stop asking Asian influencers to speak up about it because you won't like what they say. You won't like what they say. So really, it's better off that they do the content that they're doing instead of, say things you don't like. Because here's the thing, Asian people don't want to focus on the negativity and, you know, say what they're really thinking. Deport, right? Deport illegal immigrants.
So that's why y'all been saying, where are the black people? Where's Kendrick Lamar? Where's YG? Where's this? Where's that? They're the ones that you've allied with this whole time. And they told you to your face, we support. Get the fuck out of here. So that's why you haven't been calling on them. Okay. We get it. Also, Asians, I hope y'all stand 10 toes down because you know they're coming for you. You know it. Maybe Chinese can get away. Maybe. Japanese, maybe. But the rest of you, Vietnamese, what? You thought you're the what's it called? Laotians, Vietnamese, all of these Asian countries. You think, okay. I'm going to look forward to when they come for you guys.
I was just on a conference call with some Latin groups, and one of them was Latins and Hispanic for Trump. They had the audacity for me to ask me would I make some videos to try to get the black people to come to the Latino side on a protest against Donald Trump and what he's doing to the Latin people in Los Angeles. And now Donald Trump is asking for the governor of California to be arrested. And I'm on the phone, I'm listening to these people. And so one of my friends, what's up, Swole? Are you going to help us? I told him no. Mm-mm. I said, you the same person last year mocking me because I was back in Harris. You the same person. You are the same people that voted for this man. Millions of Latin and Hispanics voted for Donald Trump. The black community is not helping y'all. I'm not helping y'all. I'm not protesting. I'm not doing no videos or anything like that. For the Latin community and for the Hispanic community that was backing Donald Trump, this is y'all problem, not our problem. And no, I'm not making any videos for any Hispanic or Latin protests against Donald Trump. Y'all voted for him. He's y'all problem. Y'all go ahead and protest and do whatever y'all got to do. But I'm sorry, black people we're not getting involved with this. You voted for the wrong person. Now live with it.
So, guys, you know very well whatever is happening in the United States right now. I know it's not easy. It's not good seeing the families being separated. It's not easy seeing their children being ripped away from their parents. And it's not also good to see the ICE raiding the elementary schools, leaving the students in fears. But right now, it's always black folks, please join us in doing this. Black folks, please help us in doing this. And who is coming to help the black folks? Who is coming to stand in solidarity with them? Because if perhaps they get out right now and help the other communities in marching, especially the Latinos, you know they are not safe. Black folks are not their shield. Black folks are not their bulletproof. that they want them to be in the front line. They might be supporting them in the ground without joining them in protesting. It is not a must that you see someone joining you. It's when you get satisfied that, wow, this person has joined me in the protest. They just want these people to get out so that they can pew them. They really want their body. But those black folks who are so mad at each other, the reason as to why others are saying that this is not our fight, we are sitting this one out. Do you remember last year when your very own community tried to warn other minority groups that if you vote him in, you know what he's going to do? He will deport you guys. Life will be too expensive. Economy will be ruined. And that's exactly what is happening right now. The federal rights are being taken away. People are getting detained. Immigrants are getting deported. Who is going to work at those construction sites? Because before they claim that the immigrants are taking away their jobs, and yet the same immigrants were being paid less amount of wage that the normal American citizen was supposed to be paid. But now it's just black folks, help us do this. Why don't they call other ethnic communities? Why don't they call the Asians? Why don't they call the Middle Easterns? Why don't they call even the Indians to come in and join them in the protest? Reason being, they know that the black folks, if they join them in the fight, they will win it. And you know, if black folks wins this, every particular group, every minority group will reap the rewards. But now, being that the Latinos and other Venezuelans, Cubans are protesting, even some of the white folks are joining them in the protest, you know, if they win this, they will automatically forget about the black people. They won't even care about them. I think this is the main reason as to why the black folks are sitting this one out. They are standing their ground not to join the protest. These people, majority of them, they didn't read the Project 2025. It entailed a lot. Even the black folks tried to warn them in their own platforms. They tried to air their voices that whatever will be coming in the United States, it will be a shocking wave that majority of the people will not be able to know where it came from. They will not accept it. But now they are there regretting their votes, that this is not what we voted for. And even some of the white folks are coming out and saying that we actually regret not voting Kamala. We could have been way better right now. And the Asian communities, I hope you've seen the video of that Asian man saying that they are not willing to join the Latinos in the protest, that they are so much okay with the protest going on in the United States. Well, I know they have the documents that legalize their staycation in the United States, but what about their communities? Those who doesn't have documents, those who are processing their documents right now. Because, you know, if they're done with the Latinos, I know the next group might be Asians. And they're also targeting the black community. But this Asian man, with his handle being called, I don't know, devil what. Oh, I just look at him and said, does he care about his community? Because his community will suffer, and you know the internet will never forget whatever he said. If the Asian community starts getting deported, you've seen even the international student from the Chinese international student, their visas might get revoked, and some of the Asians really don't care. They still support this man. Maybe they want to be close to whiteness so bad. You never know. Anyway, if you are a black folk watching this video and you are willing to join the Latinos and other minority groups in the protest following the ICE raids in Los Angeles, you are free to do so. But when your brother or sister tells you that I'm not going to join them in the protest, I'm resting, you should listen to them. You never know what they are going through because they tried their best. They voted for Kamala. 92% of black women and 80% of black men voted for Kamala. That's a lot of the black community. They turned out and voted for her because they needed change in the states. And whatever is happening right now, if it's not the expectation that some of the groups expected, it's a time to embrace the consequences of your own action. Anyway, it's not good to celebrate the suffering of someone, but it's upon them because they did it by themselves. They never listened to other groups. Anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Are you standing in solidarity with the Latinos, the Cubans, the Venezuelans, and any other immigrant in the United States? Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching this video. I honestly appreciate it, guys. Until next time, I'm your host Judy. See you on my next episode. Bye.